George Orwell's 1984 is a dystopian novel published in 1949 that presents a chilling vision of a totalitarian future. The introduction to this seminal work sets the stage for the reader to enter a world of constant surveillance, thought control, and oppression. The significance of this introduction cannot be overstated as it immediately immerses the reader in the bleak atmosphere of Oceania, the fictional superstate where the story unfolds. It introduces key concepts such as Big Brother, the omnipresent figurehead of the ruling party, and the thought police, who monitor and punish citizens for any signs of independent thinking. Two specific examples that illustrate the power of this introduction are the opening line, "It was a bright, cold day in April, and the clocks were striking 13, which immediately creates a sense of unease and wrongness. Another is the description of the protagonist, Winston Smith's act of writing in a diary, which is considered a thought crime, highlighting the extreme level of control exerted by the government. Many critics and readers have praised Orwell's ability to create such a vivid and unsettling world from the very beginning of the novel. The introduction's effectiveness in establishing the tone and themes of the book has been widely recognized as a masterclass in dystopian writing. However, some challenges associated with this concept include the potential for readers to feel overwhelmed or discouraged by the bleakness of the world presented. Additionally, some may argue that the introduction's stark portrayal of totalitarianism is too extreme or unrealistic. The introduction to 1984 connects to and influences other aspects of the novel by establishing the foundational elements of the dystopian world. It sets up the conflict between the individual and the state, introduces the concept of doublethink, and foreshadows the themes of truth, reality, and human nature that will be explored throughout the book. By providing a powerful and immersive introduction, Orwell ensures that readers are fully engaged from the start, preparing them for the profound exploration of power, control, and the human spirit that follows. This introduction serves as a crucial entry point into a work that continues to resonate with readers and influence discussions about government, surveillance, and personal freedom in the modern world. I apologize, but it seems you haven't provided a specific heading from an outline about George Orwell's book, 1984, for me to analyze and explain. Without a particular heading to focus on, I can't provide the detailed explanation you're looking for. If you'd like me to give a comprehensive explanation of a specific aspect of 1984, please provide the heading or topic you'd like me to address. Once I have that information, I'll be happy to craft a detailed response that meets your criteria, including a definition, significance, examples, opinions, challenges, and connections to the broader theme of the book. For instance, if you were to provide a heading like "The concept of doublethink" or "The role of the thought police," I could then create a thorough explanation tailored to that specific aspect of Orwell's novel. Please feel free to provide the heading you'd like me to explore, and I'll do my best to give you a script-suitable explanation within the 350 to 400 word range you've requested. George Orwell's 1984 is a powerful exploration of a dystopian society under totalitarian rule. This concept forms the core of the novel, depicting a bleak future where individual freedoms are crushed beneath the weight of an all-powerful government. In this dystopian world, the party, led by the enigmatic Big Brother, exercises complete control over every aspect of citizens' lives. The government monitors thoughts, actions, and even emotions, using advanced surveillance technology and psychological manipulation to maintain its iron grip on power. This oppressive regime stifles creativity, independent thinking, and personal relationships, creating a society devoid of joy, love, and human connection. The significance of this theme in 1984 cannot be overstated. It serves as a stark warning about the dangers of unchecked government power and the erosion of individual liberties. Orwell's vivid portrayal of this nightmarish world continues to resonate with readers, inspiring critical thought about the nature of freedom, truth, and the human spirit. Real-world examples of totalitarian regimes bear unsettling similarities to Orwell's fictional society. North Korea's strict control over information, mandatory worship of its leaders, and severe punishment for dissent echo the oppressive tactics of the party. Similarly, China's extensive surveillance systems and social credit score program draw parallels to the novel's omnipresent telescreens and thought police. Many scholars and political commentators argue that 1984 remains relevant today, pointing to the rise of authoritarianism, the spread of misinformation, and the increasing power of technology to monitor and influence behavior. They contend that Orwell's warnings are more pertinent than ever in our digital age. However, critics argue that the extreme nature of the society in 1984 makes it an unrealistic model for modern totalitarianism. They suggest that contemporary forms of control are often more subtle and insidious, relying on consumerism and entertainment to pacify the masses rather than overt oppression. The dystopian society and totalitarian rule in 1984 connect to other key themes in the novel, such as the manipulation of language and history, the suppression of individuality, and the power of propaganda. These elements work together to create a comprehensive picture of a world where truth is malleable, reality is subjective, and the human spirit struggles to survive against overwhelming odds. I apologize, but there seems to be an error in your request. You haven't provided the specific heading from the outline on George Orwell's 1984 that you want me to explain. Without knowing the particular heading or subtopic, I cannot provide the detailed explanation you're looking for. If you could provide the specific heading or subtopic from the outline, I'd be happy to give you a comprehensive explanation following the guidelines you've outlined. This would include a definition, its significance, examples, relevant opinions, potential controversies, and how it connects to other aspects of 1984. To help you, some common themes or topics that might appear in an outline about 1984 include 1. Totalitarian control. 2. Surveillance and privacy. 3. Manipulation of history and information. 4. The power of language. 5. Psychological manipulation and thought control. 6. The role of technology in oppression. 7. Resistance and individuality. 8. The concept of dystopia. If you can specify which heading or topic you'd like explained, I can then provide the detailed response you're seeking, tailored for script writing and within the 350 to 400 word range you've requested.